display. The St Helens New Zealand Test centre Willie Tallow returns to the back lineup, and the back lineup which helped itself to 4 tries in the 5th round defeat of Leeds, and an interesting move from coach Millward. Jason Hooper switches from standoff to join the Kiwi in the centre. Kieran Cunningham is named at hooker, but prepared to see him at prop, loose forward, scrum half, standoff, where you will. Such is his versatility. The next New Zealand skipper Richie Barnett has shrugged off our virus to resume his partnership with Colin Best. 4 tries in the last 2 rounds of the Cup for the Aussie wingman. And a mix of experience up front, internationals Paul King and Richard Swain in the front row, and a dash of youth at loose forward with Peter Lupton. 12 interchanges allowed from each team's bench, but we'll just have a look at the toss-up. First of all, the referee Carl Kirkpatrick from Wallington, in charge of the Super League Grand Final last year. No particular advantage really, no wind, no slope here at Knowsley Road. And the 2 substitutes there, the 12 interchanges allowed from each team's bench, and that includes any visits to the blood bin. Look out for Mickey Hyam and Richard Whiting to find ball handlers.
One thing on the toss, if anything, is perfect conditions, but the sun is slightly in the eyes of the Hull players, so a couple of high kicks early on in the game just to test the back 3 out. But I'm really looking forward to this game, Ray. You know, the 2 very good footballing sides, very talented sides, and the previous rounds have been magnificent games, so all to play for.
Carl Kirkpatrick in his 10th season as a Grade 1 official, and very, very experienced, gets us underway. Both sides in the top 4 of Super League at the moment. And as Jonathan said, 2 very, very good footballing sides. St Helens just getting a firm grip on that ball. Fozzard, 2 tries against Hull in the opening clash of Super League earlier this season. Long, just content to push Sean Briscoe back. Judges it nicely, signed from Wigan earlier this season, just 19 years old, one of a lot of youngsters in this Hull side, Jonathan.
Yeah, a lot of youngsters, and you know, the half-backs, Cook and Horn have a major influence, but the platform's got to be set by their forwards, and it's the pace of the game that Saints have played in previous rounds that has set them apart and brought them through on the defensive organisation that they've had, especially against Leeds.
Hull Challenge Cup winners twice, and last winners 22 years ago in a replay against Widnes, so they really do want to get to Cardiff this year. Darren Albert just ducking under a high tackle. Long. Paul Wellens, nice ball, flat ball to Hooper. Strong lad this place, stand-off centre. Did play it loose forward for St George. Play on, said the referee. I think Kieran Cunningham was looking for some interference there. Sculthorpe. That's a high tackle. And Paul Sculthorpe doesn't like it there from Shane McMenemy.
You've gone for the head.
Doing any of that, you know, that's in very kickable range. McMenemy goes in, that is a high shot. Yeah, George Mangle's in. No attempt to go below the shoulders.
It's interesting, Jonathan, I was looking at some statistics yesterday from Australia. They were saying that 90% of all tackles now are above the waist, as opposed to, you know, long ago around the legs to stop the ball carrier.
Well, that's all it is now. It's going to stop the tackle, playing the ball out of the tackle. So if you can, you make the tackle, ball and all.
John Long, who's been taking the shots at goals rather than Paul Sculthorpe this season, 20 to date this year. And there's another one. 2 points, courtesy of Mr. McMenemy in the whole second row. Saints 2, Hull 0.
You just can't can't afford to do that at this level. There was a few cheap shots going in the first game this afternoon. You know, and he's been penalised 2 points.
When St Helens beat Hull in the opening round of Super League this season, they opened out a dramatic 22 points lead, Jonathan. And the Hull coach Sean McRae was insisting that he could not afford to let Saints get an early lead. Cunningham, Hazard again. Good solid tackling there. Mark Edmondson. Richard Swain, number 9 there for Hull in the scrum cap. Just note how many tackles he makes. Made a prolific number when he was with Melbourne Storm down under. Saints now. Skolkov. Oohs and ahs from the crowd as just trying to duck under that Paul Cook tackle. Long again, just waiting that ball nicely. Briscoe sensibly not giving a pass.
Well, the kicking game is so much easier for Sean Long. You know, they're getting good field position, and he can just plant it. He hasn't got to put a lot of power into it. It's just a positional kick, which will turn and you know, have Hull bringing the ball back from their own 20-metre line.
Shane McMenemy. Swain again. He's got plenty of pace. Paul King saw service with the Great Britain squad last season. Swain again. Richard Horn. That could be a little bit too harsh. It is.
Yeah.
Well, referee Kirkpatrick is signalling that one of the players is in front of the man taking the ball.
A bit pedantic there, really. Just get on with it. The organised line was, defensive line was ready.
Edmondson, former Vale of Loon rugby union player who switched to league. Hazard again. We'll see a lot of Hazard in this opening 20 minutes. This is the job that Ian Millward wants out of him. The heavy work to start.
Just taking the ball to the line there, Sean Long. Looking to draw the defence out of its organised line.
On the line, goal.
Skulthorpe. That's a testing kick on young Barnett. Oh. It's Briscoe who was up to it. Nicely judged by Briscoe. Just 19 years of age, England A last season.
Yeah, all onside, and I think they are going to test out young Richie Barnett. It wasn't a very clear call there. Barnett just pulled out, and a very good take by Briscoe. There's a kick. Look where the kick comes down. No chance for Briscoe to keep the ball in the field of play. Dragged over into the in goal. Another 6 tackles for Saints.
Drop out. This whole defence looking very, very positive. Just conceded 4 points in their last 2 league matches. Good run. Skolthorpe coming across nicely. Picked up here by Gilmore. Good running there by Gilmore, but again, good tackling there by Swain. Cunningham again. Still going, Cunningham. Oh, interception by King. He knocked the length of the field. I don't think he's dropped forward.
Well read by King. Superbly read the interception. He had no chance of getting there.
Richard Horn as a whole looked nonplussed by that foray from Cunningham. Ewan Dowes signing from Leeds and offside.
Here's the interception. They made a lot of yardage. Hull had fallen off a few tackles, so they had numbers on the left-hand side. And King read it extremely well. And from that position, now they've got an opportunity to draw level.
Not often you see prop forwards interception, is it?
Well, it was very good reading of the situation. He knew he couldn't make the tackle, went for the interception. Cunningham was coming on the inside, and it came off. There's always an element of risk there, you know, when you go for the intercept and you leave a little hole for someone to run into, but a good call.
Paul Cook, local lad from the Hull Boys Club, and one of a number of very powerful, tall men in this Hull side. Certainly at 6'5" frame, he has the strength to whack this through the uprights. And he does. So, 2 points apiece, thanks to Mr. Cook. And, well, they look glum, don't they?
Well, I hope he's got some cream on that head, Johnny. That's the first thing. But
they look as if they're at the seaside.
It's nice to see. It's nice to see Paul Cook having a run at standoff. You know, he's a very talented youngster, and sometimes, you know, when you are talented, you are tended to put in positions all over the park. So it'd be nice to see him having a run at standoff.
Roars from the St Helens faithful for a knock on, but I think it was off McMenamin's chest. Richie Barnett was struck down with a bug during the week, but happily recovered. And this whole pack gaining good ground there, as we can see from our metres gained at the top, 32 metres there. Colin Best on the 5th tackle. Horn again, nice movement by Horn. Well, can he get through? Yes, he has. He's got support inside. Oh, and there's the first try of the afternoon for Sean Briscoe. Slipped inside. It was that break by Horn, and classic full-back play.
That is a great try, great try. Horn's awareness was superb. I think it's Edmondson that shoots out to the line. He's got peripheral vision, sees him come in, steps, accelerates through the hole. Watch this. Has the ball, watch the guy left-hand side, skips past, gets on the outside. Good support play. That is very, very good play by Horn. Superb half-back play. Just watch him here. There's the guy coming out of the line. He slips past him, puts on the accelerator, gets on the outside of Mason, and Briscoe is there.
And it's good how Horn uses the ball actually to fool the would-be tackler, doesn't he? Just pushes it out in front of him. Cook then with a much simpler kick. Kicking towards the Cop end here at Nosey Road, where the Hull fans are massed.
When you rush out of the hole towards a goal, towards a kicker, usually there's a hole unless you close it. So as the guy runs up the defensive line, watch him come out now. Horn gets the ball, watch Edmondson, bang! He leaves a hole where he's come from, he gets on the outside of Mason, where Edmondson came from. He's aware, good full back play, lovely pass, superb score for Hull.
Eight points to 2 then for the visitors. Oh, holding the ball well amongst the forwards. Swain. McMenamy again. Good strong burst here by this former Oldham and Halifax lad. Good service with Western Suburbs in Sydney. Swain. And it's Richard Swain at number 9 here, the acting half-back, doing a lot of damage around the ruck area.
Yeah, he's a very fine player, been around a long time. Very durable character. That's what you want as a good clubman. It's a very good set this for Hull, you know, after the try, simple but effective. Except for the last play where he should have gone downfield. Try to play it on the 6. Here we are.
Good solid tackle there by Hooper.
You saw fine out, he had dropped back, so they tried to exploit the short side.
They've had 4 successive victories over Liam Castleford in the Cup and Warrington and London in the Super League, and this whole side very well organised in midfield. But a long, long way to go in this Power Gen Challenge Cup quarter-final tie. Cunningham to Sean Long. Oh, back again with Swain. Barnett. Oh. Shouts of a forward pass, but referee Kirkpatrick's judging that St Helens were not square at the play of the ball. So another kick to Hull.
It's been an interesting decision. Now he's going to go for good field position.
Well, I think that shows confidence, doesn't it?
Well, it was maybe out of his range, Cook, but very simple, but very effective, except till now. But he threw a sloppy pass on the first tackle and spoil that field position.
I mean, Colin Bester shaking his head, but really the ball should never have been passed out.
Yeah, there he is. McMenemy slips out. You don't need to do that. He's not going to do any better than you are in that position. So just hold on to it and go left.
Very little between the two packs.
There you go. Kieran Cunningham then was packing in at loose forward, maybe exploiting his explosive pace from the scrum.
Holding down. Hull can't afford to let St Helens come back downfield with a series of penalties like this. Skoltar with a good kick to touch, sends the Hull back then now, down to that 20-metre area. Fozzard. Mason. Took the ball well, did the young lad. Long, looking for Skoltar, finds him. Skoltar trying to work his way through.
Oh, nearly made it.
3 metres now from that St Helens line. Gilmore. Runs into further trouble. And again, that man Swain putting the tackles in. Cunningham to Sean Long. Well tackled.
Good play by Richie Barnett there. Saw the space out wide, closed it down.
Oh. Not the best of kicks, not well directed.
No penalties! Come on, fast!
And the latest score from the McAlpine Stadium, Huddersfield Giants 10, York 2.
Not square once again.
For so long.
Well, there it was at the ruck, the play the ball area. Play the ball is very quick, and as long as he's consistent, everyone's happy.
Swain again to Richard Horn. Nice slip back inside there to Ewan Dowes. Swain again. Oh, he's missed it. A lot of hard work there from Lupton. King. Here's a chance again for Horn. Can he get through? Yes, he can. Oh, he's in at the side of the post. Superb effort from the Great Britain youngster. We saw him on the wing for Great Britain against Australia, but this is his true position, and he's revelling in the gaps in midfield. Richard Horn with a try. Player of the year at Hull last season, and player of the moment here at Knowsley Road.
Deceptively strong. They want to see the ground in. There's nothing wrong with that. That's it. They want to see another one. That's a try. certainly stamped his authority on this match, created the
Two
first
tries
try.
then, one made by Richard Horn, one scored by Richard Horn. And the goal kick to come, because it is a try. No problem with the grounding.
There's the ball. It's a lovely short ball, and look at the hole there. You know, lack of communication. You know, I think it was Gilmore, didn't come in, didn't read the situation. A big hole appeared. This man certainly saw it and finished it off.
Paul Cook. And another 2 points there from the Hull standoff. And that really gives St Helens a lot to do. Hull leading by 14 points to 2.
Here he goes, Ray, watch. There's the pass. Gilmore didn't react quick enough, left the hole. And this guy Horn is deceptively strong. Watch him, watch the gap open up. There it is. He comes too late, Gilmore. He gets stepped by Horn. Try time. Game on.
Hull's Paul King getting through a lot of work there, and Mickey Hyam coming on. Obviously, coach Ian Millward wanting to spice things up a little around that ruck area. Nothing happening there for St. This is where it's happening. It's this man who's doing it, Richard Swain. Cook playing for position. And doesn't he get that position? 2 metres from the St Helens line.
The one thing you don't want to do when you play St Helens is give the ball away. That's one thing that, you know, they're definitely not doing. They're finishing the sets very well, getting good field position.
Not straight, not square at the play the ball. The significance of not being squared is there, as you can see, trying to get an advantage, coming out to tackle the man in possession there, as he does.
Yeah, trying to stop the man from marker, making easy yardage. They've got Hyam on, as you said, to make an added spark from the play the ball.
And a novel experience for this St Helens side to be so far down in a game this season. Almost 20 minutes gone, trailing 14 points to 2. Here's Skulter, going for the line. Again, good tackling, good drifting defence. Wellens, 2 tries against Leeds in the last round. No way through this time. Cunningham, long. A lot of men lining up. Here's a chance for Joint. Oh, he slipped that ball. Didn't see it. Really transferred through Joint's fingers quickly. On the 5th tackle. Sean Long. Oh, and again. Good play by Cook.
Look defence once again, Ray, they're drifting extremely well. It looks as if St Helens have got numbers, but they've got the good drift defence working. First mistake, how expensive will this be?
This really is all action rugby. Fanati did well just to keep hold of that, just needs to keep in field. Chris Chester coming on for Shane McMenemy. And Hyam now coming away from the acting half-back position with Cunningham. The two of them working in concert. Pace and power together. Long. Wellens. Oh. There's a bit of a misunderstanding there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a knock-on.
Touch just called
Yep.
a forward pass, I think.
Forward pass,
I'm not sure.
Well, we can see that earpiece in Mr. Kirkpatrick's ear there. Direct communication between the referee and the touch judge. Any news from the bench there, Richard?
Well, yes, Ray, it's acknowledged on the Saints bench that they haven't even been able to establish any authority or fluency in this game so far. They haven't been allowed to. Richard Horne, of course, has played a decisive part so far. But as you look at the ebb and flow of play, it's clear that mistakes and indiscipline could eventually prove decisive. They're not careful.
Peter Lupton felt the full force of that tackle. Still Hull, though, commanding this midfield, using the big man, Gareth Carvel, another ex-Leeds Rhino. Swain, Cook. All well taken by Wellens.
Briscoe was there, he had to take that. Briscoe was all over that ball.
And this whole side, Jonathan, they're all over St Helens. Immediately someone has the ball in his hands. He's looking at 1, 2, 3. Cunningham upended. Bonatti, Skoltor, Bozard, Bonatti again, gets the ball away well, good play from St Helens there. Sean Long, Wellens coming in, on the 5th tackler. Ooh, perhaps he should have gone down that blind side, there was room there, it's a penalty. Offside. Now, does one go for goal off this?
Yeah, I would go for goal. They weren't retired the correct distance. I think they've got to go for. I would go for goal.
No, it's not. Bozard might feel that 14-2 is too far behind, Jonathan.
Maybe.
Chris Joynes. Oh, bad slip, no need. St Helens are forcing the passes, no need for it. And Hull on hand as they have been 3 times in this 20-metre area to pick up the loose pass.
Come on, Sean!
With a good yardage, very simple.
They're not square. You make the tackle, I'll penalise them.
Barnett. Best loses it. Not back, says the referee, but doesn't give another 6 tackles.
Here, 4.
2 more remaining in this sequence. Swain. Not a lot of metres gained on those tackles, just 17 metres.
Yeah, but what happens is... well played.
Well played by Albo, and I think he thought that ball had gone into touch.
Yeah, but they're completing the sets, that's important. When you, as I say, when you play against a side like St Helens, you try and keep the ball away from them as much as you can.
To me!
Bozard. St Helens beating both of last season's cup finalists, Bradford and Leeds, but tough opposition here today. Long. Willie Tallow, not seen much of him in attack.
Well, I was saying 25 minutes gone. You know, you haven't seen much of Sculthorpe, Cunningham, or Long really, so job well done.
Well, there is Sean Long. Hooper's underneath it. Oh, excellently taken by this youngster, Richie Barnett. Good, sound, sensible play. I saw this young lad play for Leeds Met against Cardiff University 2 or 3 years ago, and he looked to have talent then.
The Saints Chris Joynes is replaced by John Wilkin.
Oh, mistake. How costly will that be?
Well, he smiles about it.
There's not much to smile about there, is there?
I think he felt that St Helens were interfering with that.
Well, Chris Chester in that position has got to make sure.
Hesitancy there behind the scrum. Skoltor. John Wilkin, number 21. Hull boy himself, Hull Kingston Rovers supporter though. All the way through for Sean Long. Wilkin again. Good run by Wilkin. Can't just get there. On the fifth. No, not fifth tackle. I thought it was. Third tackle.
He's been brought on to make an impact, Wilkin, and he has.
Sean Long. He's got them lining up here. On the outside, that's a try. And Hooper is in at the corner. Good play from St Helens. Jason Hooper goes in. And it was that good ball from Long in midfield that did it.
All comes from this mistake by Chester, doesn't it? He does get tangled up in that foot, but he's got to secure it, hasn't he? Tala wasn't doing anything wrong, and look at the numbers here. They're short on the right-hand side. It's just picking the right player out. He's got a choice of two or three, actually.
And the wingman, Barnett, comes inside Jonathan.
Yeah, they had numbers, so you've got to go in and spot the players. Unfortunately, if the ball carrier picks the right player, there's nothing you can do about it.
Commercial held line number 6, Jason Hooper.
Jason Hooper, the former St George Illawarra player, tended to be the fetcher and carrier in this St Helens side, often making play for others on the end of the scoring pass himself today. Hope then for St Helens.
These conversions now get more important because Cook has missed. Pressure is on Longy to knock him over.
Meticulous approach from Sean Long. Just steadies himself. A couple of deep breaths. Left foot. Oh, it's a beauty. Straight between the uprights. Now then, with a kick like that from the touchline and a try from Hooper, that should lift the spirits of this St Helens side.
Watch how many players are caught in that ruck area. Briscoe's trying to get across there. Barnett doesn't know what to do there. Doesn't know whether to come in or stay out. Watch him, he's not sure. He's got runners running inside and outside of him.
In fact, he pulls 3 players onto him.
Yeah.
Ricky Bybee, who suffered a fractured jaw pre-season. Fozard. And St Helens really do need some fire and vigour in the middle here. They need 1 or 2 forwards charging away at the first receiver. Oh, knock on.
Mistakes.
But again, St Helens, Jonathan, forcing the pass when there's no need.
Well, he panicked there a little bit, Bybee. He did suck with 3 defenders in there, so they did have numbers on the left-hand side, but you've got to secure the ball first, and disappointing reactions from all the Saints players there. Felt they were on a bit of a roll.
Swain. Nice movement there by substitute Chris Chester, former Stanley Rangers junior and England schools. Horn using that inside pass again. St Helens forced back to their line. Swain. Paul McNicholas took a knock earlier on, but seems recovered now.
Horn's in a position to put the kick in.
He does, but it's too hard.
Too hard there.
Needed to be much more lateral.
It's only part of his game, really, that's let him down today.
Sculthorpe taking the quick. Referee Carl Kirkpatrick judging that Hull were not back 10 metres for the restart. And Sculthorpe gains another 25 metres.
Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 of them offside there.
St Helens looking to really get back in this game for half-time. Just over 8 minutes remaining.
Oh, he's a big limp, that fine aren't, isn't he?
He's a big lad. He's like Leslie Vainicolo in style, isn't he? Very similar at Bradford. Sean Long. Nice pass. Wilkin running at a good angle, but well read there by the Hull defence.
Certainly made an impact since he's come on.
Bybee. And Carvel. Notice how he's putting Hyam on his back, just slowing that ruck area down. Hyam again. Offside. Well,
instinctive, wasn't it?
Yeah. Poor Chris Chester, he's just instinctively stretched out for that. It happens in a lot of games during the season. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I take these points. They're overloading on the right-hand side. All the time, Saints. They're going to attack.
The number of times, though, you see what Chris Chester has just done, you've got to sympathise with them, haven't you? Because your arms just shoot out for the ball instinctively.
It does, but you put the onus on the referee once again, because they have got to make so many decisions, which is 50-50 on their interpretation. Whether you make it a scrum or... But then again, you're going to have players going to do it deliberately.
100% record from Sean Long to date. And he maintains it. 3 from 3 then from the St Helens half-back. And I'm sure Saints coach Ian Millward, Jonathan, will be grateful to be back in at this score.
Yeah, 14.
And here, Jonathan, I think was the new innovation camera. Our camera with a full 360-degree range on the upright.
Well, there it is, look. He's in front.
Penalty goal for the Saints, coming from number 7, Bilge Gas Showroom sponsored Sean Long.
All Cook to restart. Long, low, looking for a knock-on, doesn't find it, finds Bybee. Good surge by the prop. And Richard, I believe you've been having a talk with 1 or 2 players down there.
I don't know about talk, Ray, but certainly the Saints coach Ian Millward has been talking to one of his players. A very long conversation with Kieran Cunningham on the touchline while that conversion was taking place. So obviously some instructions going on there just before half-time. And I think it's still significant that Hull is still suffering. Paul Nicholas is not right. While that conversion is being taken, he was down on his haunches, not looking at all fit.
And it is St Helens checking the game now to Hull. Oh, beautiful take by Sculthorpe. He's got Gilmore with him here now. He's got Hooper. Hooper's going in for the second in the corner. Magnificent play from St Helens. But it was the taking of that pass by Sculthorpe which opened it up. And Hull defence pulled back inside again. And St Helens fans know they're back in style.
As I said, they're attacking the right-hand side, overloading on the right-hand side. It's a long ball, and you go for interception. Watch the long ball. There it is. You've got to make that. You can't come in. Sculthorpe push Barnett in, and Gilmore does the rest.
But Sculthorpe picks this ball up. You know, he could have a cold scuttle in his hands.
Watch, Human goes in, and you've got to take those balls. You can't go in. And as I said earlier, they're overloading on the right. They're having a go at Yeaman and Barnett. Here's the pass now. Goes for it, fails to make it. He's out to the line. Once that happens, it's give and take, try time. And you've got the experience of Barnett and Colin Best on the right-hand side. You've got the inexperience of Yeaman and Barnett Jr. on the left-hand side. And they're certainly exploiting the inexperience of the youngsters.
Sean Long again with the chance to put St Helens in the lead for the first time since his penalty in the 2nd minute. Hardly any wind out, but little lad watch was bated breath. Oh, it's looking good, it's on its way, it's 2 more points. Masterly kicking exhibition from the Saints half-back. And suddenly, St Helens, from trailing by 14 points to 2.
There he is, watch him, he's going to come in. Number 14, Yeoman, leaves Barnett on his own. Gilmore does exceptionally well on the give and take.
And with diversion for Saints,
once again, there's the pass. Tries to go for it. Wrong decision, unfortunately for Yeoman. But it is, you know, they've done their homework, St Helens. They've been going very well, Hull.
Yep. Well, as we can see from that scoreline, is about to say, trailing 14-2, now leading 16-14.
Just pick the pace up.
What a game. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this first half.
Yeah, big 2 minutes for Hull. Now they can't allow Saints to score once again. They're on a roll at the moment.
St Helens, whatever Ian Millward said to Cunningham, have speeded up around this play the ball earlier. They're getting Hull on the back foot now. Oh, and that's a silly penalty against Mickey Hyam for not playing the ball.
I'm not sure about Carl Fitzpatrick there. You know,
no.
The first decision, I don't think that they were square. There he goes.
A little bit of thought here. Oh, I thought they were going to have a...
Well, he's holding him down, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Pushes him off. You know, that's
A bit harsh, I think.
Yeah, you know, it could have gone either way, but I think just leave them, get on with the game. You know, it's unfair to penalise either side in that situation if you're unsure.
Hull then, looking for a reply just before half-time.
Great tackle, spotted the problem. Wilkin came in.
Good ball down this right-hand side. Chester, well held. Richard Whiting at the acting half-back now. Young signing from Featherstone Rovers. And it's St Helens' turn to defend here. Richard Hall, oh, they've got an overlap out wide here. It is a try! Yes! And Hull are in again! Richie Barnett, senior, the Kiwi captain, sends those Hull fans into delight. It's end-to-end, it's all action. And it's tries.
Well, again, in discipline. But what a turnaround again. No, out of hit back, I said. There's the ball. It's the inside ball. The drift defence is a little bit too slow. But this guy is a world-class player, this finisher. Horn, lovely dummy, inside ball, good finish. Watch the pass. Dummy outside. Defence on the inside is a little bit too slow. The gap is between Gilmore and Wilkin. Wilkin can't make it. But Richie Barnett Senior, if I can call him that, is a world-class player, great finisher, has been one of the best full-backs in the world.
And Paul Cook looking to maintain another 100% record in this match. And again, another good kick from the Hull halfback, and what a time for the skipper there, Barnett, to score a try. Right on the hooter. Hull raced away with this match in the opening 10-15 minutes. They put 14 points on the board. St Helens raced back to 16-14, and then suddenly that try from Barnett, superbly created again by Richard Hall, the inside pass, and Hull back in the lead. Jonathan again, 2016.
What can you say?
But a lot to come, Jonathan.
Yeah, what can you say? A fantastic first half of rugby league. Your defence, you know, the coaches will ask questions about the defensive organisation, weaknesses on the left-hand side for Hull, but they've been carved open by Horn, so they'll have to put a man on Horn to watch him. But I'm sure Brian will be very interesting to see what he says half-time. Great cup, Dave.